All right.
Hello everyone. I'd like to share with you a community project called Crosses for Christ. This project is nothing new. The idea was generated from a news article in which another Christian community came together in unity and implemented a White Cross project. As a result, our men's group decided to bring this project to our community. Our objective is to offer communities an opportunity to come together in unity and make a silent expression of our faith in Jesus Christ by placing white crosses on our private property or businesses on all Sundays, the Lord's Day. Within a few days, our men's group gathered again for another meeting and made plans for the startup of this project. We discussed, number one, how to produce an inexpensive cross with a ground insert in which the cross can be easily placed in the ground. Number two, how to generate support from our local churches and communities. And three, how to inform and sign up those who wish to have crosses in their yard and to position them for them. This project generated an enormous amount of support in our community within 3 to 4 weeks. And with this instructional, we would like to show you how to quickly duplicate this project in your community. The first thing we did is that we started with some 1x3 boards, 8 foot long, and we cut the boards, the long boards 38 inches and the short boards 19 inches. And we used those figures so they would be divisible. In other words, with that 8 foot board, you could cut 2 of these boards and one 18 inch, or one 38 inch and 3 18-inch boards, or 5 18-inch boards. The next thing that we did is that we knew we needed to make a groove in the board. Now you can do this with a radio arm saw or a dado blade. In our case, we didn't have one, so what we did is we set up a jig, and we measured this 8 1/4 inches on each side in, so it would fit in place, and we slid it into the jig. We routed it out, and the same for the longboard. Slid it in place, routed it, and when we were finished, we had 2 boards that fit nicely together. The next and easiest way of painting the boards that we found was to start by laying the boards out on planks. And the first thing I would do is go along and touch the inside of these grooves on each board. And then we would take a thin napped roller. We're using a stain, a white stain that dries really quick. We roll that on the boards, and as we go through, roll the edges. With this stain, it took about maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes with a little warmth and dry air, and then we would rotate them again. And with each board, we put 2 coats of paint in place. Then, once those boards were dry and completed, we took some liquid nail and added 4 little drops on each board. And press those together. And there's a couple ways you could attach those. You could use a screw and screw them in place. We decided to use an air gun to secure it. And then we would come back and cover the holes with some touch-up paint on the cross. So with the next instructional, we're going to go outdoors, and we're going to show you how we made our insert, and also how to place this and position this cross in the yards for the people who have purchased the crosses.